going on, guys? It's Dubs here and welcome back to another episode of my Forza 5 Project Drifting series. So we have the 350Z out on the track now. I haven't done anything to it except for basically tune it, but I haven't done anything to the suspension and stuff like that, so this is basically just the race suspension with basically no tuning done to it. I just basically upgraded the suspension and everything else, but I haven't tuned it yet. And right now I just want to see what it's like around the track before I end up giving it a bit of a tune. I actually like the way this slides stock. Okay, I can already tell that the front doesn't have a lot of stability, so you can lose it at some stages and sometimes it has too much grip. So I'll have to mess around with the camera and caster and toe and all that, so I can make it a little bit more reliable in the corners. Power to the wheels, it just feels like it's a little bit much when you go into the corners. Then again, this has 548 horsepower, or 550 horsepower. Let's just round it off. I mean, it's not that bad, just stock the way it is, but as you can see, slapping on full power there, it just gets the car out and you can't really control it. So let's give the back a little bit more grip than the front, so give it about that with the PSI, bring that down. Let's bring second gear down a little bit as well, so just so we can get a little bit more out of second gear on some of these corners, because I just feel like I have to change into third really quick. Let's bring this up to about 1.5. Just bring those out like this. And caster, let's keep it at about 5.5, and then we'll mess around with that once we're done. I want to keep the suspension just the way it is, and I'll check out, I'll keep the differential the way it is as well. Let's just see if this made any bit of a difference on the suspension and the way the car steers. Alright, let's try it out. Okay, second gear is definitely longer, because it barely even set off. Oh my god, it's so good now. It's so much better. I can steer it all the way through the corner now. And I can definitely feel the back having a little bit more grip, so it, instead of the car sliding out from underneath me, it actually pushes the car along nicely, though, just the way it's supposed to. The throttle just works well. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. See, that's where I wish I'd had a little bit more of control with the steering, because that was sort of all over the place. But for these smaller corners with second gear, since I extended it a little bit more, I can go through all these corners in second gears. And in second gear. And it goes really well. Oh my god, and it has so much grip. Look, I just pushed myself out of that corner, like, easily. Okay, this is definitely a really good car to drift in. Let's just knock over all the cones as well, because I messed up on that one. I turned in way too late. So, okay. I guess with the suspension, what we can do is make it a little bit softer. Just make the springs a little bit softer, but I sort of want to keep the dampers nice and hard the way they are now. But just the springs I want a little bit softer. Where are they? Yeah, let's bring these down a little bit. Because then when I throw the car around, it sort of ends up going sideways a little bit faster. So basically, the springs sort of control the, you know, the weight transfer in the car. So when I basically want to go into a corner and I throw my car into the corner, I want it to go out a little bit more. So basically, it just moves the weight of the car a little bit. So let's try that out. Well, I can't really do it now. I have to sort of do a transfer before I can do anything. So let's go through this corner and then we'll see what it's like now. Oh yeah, definitely. Look how far it goes out. Oh yeah, for sure. This is much better. Like I barely did anything there, and it like, look how far it went out. Oh my god. Okay, that's now I just have to get used to it. But this is much better now. I don't have to go as fast in the corners anymore. But this is definitely a little bit better now. This is where I wish I had a steering wheel again. Right, but it drives quite well. Pretty much the only thing I have to do now is sort of get used to the car and the way it drives. Oh man, I love that second gear, how long I made it. It's so good. You can just go through the corners without a worry in the world. And there's the Forza steering again. It had to happen. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this build as well. Of course you can do your own little tweaks and whatever if you want to the car. And of course with the way you want to drive it. But I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. And tell me what you guys think of the tune. Try it out yourself and tell me in the comments if it's any good. I know it still has a bunch of power. I think if you take a little bit of the power away, it might help out a lot with this thing, especially for newcomers to drifting, and if you want to use this car, for example, to drift. But the balance is really good. I like it. The balance between the throttle and the steering right now is great. You have to use some slight throttle work instead of just flooring it into the corners. So, you know, that's the best way to try and actually drift with this thing. You can't just go around the corner and floor it and then expect it to go sideways, because that's just not going to work. But again, it just needs a little bit of time to actually get used to the car before you go around and you can drive this like perfectly around the track. But overall, for a drift car, it drives great. But right now I'm just fucking around. I'm not even trying to do anything proper. But anyway, thank you guys for watching again, as I said, and I'll see you guys later.